At Anurag University, be everyone you dream to be.
I actually wanted to be a cricketer. Door-to-door marketing also I did. यहाँ से प्रभास अन्ना कूदे तो पक्का नीचे गिरता. Master storyteller like Rajamouli. Oh, how can this guy do it, man? That okay, like I am the cameraman of this film. But actually, I was shit scared inside and I was like, not knowing what to do. I have to sacrifice so many things. Like the most challenging thing for two sequences. We could have done a better job. Still, oh, it sounds good. Thank God I am part of this film. That was the feeling.
War sequence has been one of the key highlights in the whole film. Like everybody is raving about that war sequence. So can you take us through the process of what happened in those 120 days? That
See, like
it must have been a very grueling shoot.
yeah,
right?
yeah. It's
many
not
people
only about that 120 days of shoot. It was much before that. So like generally, like we saw lots of war sequences shot in India and abroad. The main characters who are there are actually doing a good fight or enacting whatever they have to enact.
Right.
But the people in the background sometimes make it very comical, and suddenly they are taking the attention because of their not so well fought things or things. So to avoid that, what we did was like we trained those 2,000 people. So it was a 6 months workshop for them in terms of sword fighting and like whatever, like they had to use the spade or like use whatever weapons they had to. So it was a very it was like a military training, especially literally like a military training. We had someone from the army come and
in Hyderabad.
Hyderabad itself. So they came and they actually like there was a kind of discipline which they had to do, like whether they're placing the shields or like when they're standing in the line and other things, like how they march forward. So all has been like really well, what I can say, well rehearsed to a great extent, much before the shoot.
Okay.
So on the time of shoot, it was like what I can say, it was just because they were so involved, so it was just going on smoothly.
Okay.
So and we had Peter, who was Peter Haynes, the fight master, who brought so many people from Vietnam to train the actors to a great extent. It was much before than the war started actually, like maybe 2 years before that. Prabhas, Rana, like so many other characters, Prabhakar and all, they were taught martial arts, like how to use weapons. So what is the style? So again, like we did not want any style of like a Chinese style or like a foreign style to come into it. So the way the war has to be fought. So there are lots of Indian elements in terms of the body language and so many things have to be worked out. So it was much as I told, it was like pre-production. At the time when we were doing pre-production, it was the process which started then.
Right.
And look and feel and shot making and all, like as I told you, we had lots of what I can say research in terms of what are the war sequences which people have done. Right from probably we watched oldest possible film to the newest possible film. Every be it an Indian film or like a Russian or a Kurosawa's film or like Lord of the Rings or like so many, like irrespective of the genres, like if there was a war film, okay, like try to watch the things and like okay, what and how they have done, so what better we can do. So we were not trying to imitate or copy them, but trying to understand how they have done. Like for example, you make anything, you need to do a research, which is important. Like so that kind of a research we were also doing. So and like visual effects team was always there with us. Like if at all we wanted something, okay, Rajamouli like sort of, okay, this is how I'm thinking about it. So now the idea has to be communicated to the whole team. So how do we communicate it?
Right.
So he had concept artists around him. So he would draw the sketches. Okay, this is how he's looking at things. So he would tell, okay, like this is how I'm looking at. How do we improvise on this kind of a thing? So then, is it possible to practically do what he's thinking and all those kind of things? So when okay, it's possible, but certain way has to be prepared. Certain preparation has to be done because of that. So like okay, yeah, we all get on to preparing that. So that like there are so many sequences. Like, one really dramatic idea which I liked about the war is the curtain. What I can
Yeah,
say, like
yeah,
that
yeah.
curtain
It was
thing.
amazing. Never seen
It was
anything
like
like that
the
before.
cloth sequence. It was like it was a huge cloth, man. It
Okay.
was like 120 feet cloth. We had to fly and so many things. Like Peter really like worked his ass out for this film, like to make that cloth fly. We had so many tests happening. Like okay, suddenly the cloth will not fly. The strings will what I can say. Tear off, or like so many things happened. But finally, at the end of the day, yeah, we could. Because for CG also to do, we had to actually like what I have felt over a period of time, which I'm working on so many CG filled films. What best you can do on location is the thing.
Okay.
CG has to be used as an extension element.
Okay. Okay.
So sometimes you completely do it, some things which is not completely possible to do.
Right.
So that kind of thing, yeah, CG is there. But whatever is possible to do to a great extent on the set is the thing which you
So
have
you're
to do.
saying that curtain flying is a practical effect on the set? Like
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
the whole thing? Okay.
Sometimes when he's flying totally in the sky, it is CGI. But
Okay.
when it's like going behind
Yeah.
Prabhas and all those kind of things, where it is falling on the characters,
Right.
there's an interaction of that, that's all real.
Okay.
So actually, like when we were doing that, some we were shooting inside the curtain, like how the curtain falls on the Kala chaos. So we were shooting. Suddenly, like I found that the kind of light which had some red kind of a
Yeah.
thing, which was
Yeah.
really dramatic.
Okay.
So then I and director thought like, okay, let us try to use this. How to use it? So we were supposed to shoot a preparation of the war sequence, and they're sitting inside the tents and talking.
Right. Right.
So
Right.
I tried to use that color and into this.
Okay.
So which was really I find it very dramatic. I don't know how the audience react, but for me it is a very satisfactory thing. Like because the war is the focus of it. It is completely differently lit, and the whole characters are completely differently lit, and the red color added to the mood of it.
Right.
And suddenly it looked so different and unique.
Right. Right.
So that all idea came on the time. It was not pre-decided. It was like when we were shooting the curtain, the cloth falling on the characters, and they were how the reactions we were shooting under the curtain. Then suddenly the light looks dramatic. So how to use it to a maximum extent? We tried to use it in a completely
Right.
different scene.
Right.
So in that way, like lots of improvisation happened over a period of this shooting which was happening.
Right. Now you're working with almost 2,000 extras, and
Yeah.
I don't know, like lot of that's a huge team, you know, for any Indian production, right? And then you put a frame, and it's not necessary that everything gets perfectly.
Yeah.
So how do you maintain that balance? You know,
And I see, like it used to happen, like when we were using these actors, probably like when they were coming for the war. So there was a shot like where like so many layers of things were happening. Probably to take one complete day to set up,
yeah,
and we probably don't shoot that day.
right,
So we set up by the time, okay, we see the everything, and like everyone falls into place and they start coming, then like, okay, its light is gone. So we need to come back again, do the whole thing again.
right,
So it was a very tedious, like probably that is why we shot for so long,
Yeah,
actually, like
yeah.
365 days or something like that, 360 days of shoot.
right,
So that is because, see, finally at the end of the day, we wanted the audience to feel, and at the same time, they would not feel, not be thinking that, okay, like they are trying to cheat us, fool us, or something like that.
Right.
We wanted them to feel that, okay, it is something which is big is happening.
Right.
They are going to witness something which has not been seen. So for that, we, as technicians, we should feel ourselves. Then only the audience can feel it.
Right.
So the moment you put a frame, okay, we should feel that, okay, yeah, something big is happening. So many people are there. Okay, we do extensions,
right,
but at the same time, that scale should come out.
right, right,
So that was a major idea all the time. And it was a very tedious process. That was not an easy process.
Right.
But everyone cooperated and worked right from our director to the smallest person on the set, whoever it is, whether the cleaner of the set. So everyone were focused and everyone were like, okay, feeling proud to be a part of this film. So everyone contributed it to a great extent.
right. There are a lot of sequences where the camera is in the center of action. You know?
Yeah.
So was that pretty dangerous to do? Because you're surrounded by so much chaos.
Sometimes, yeah, it was very chaotic. Like, but as I told you, like we wanted the audience to be like
In the middle of
the
action.
middle of the action. So for them to be, we have to be there. So
Right.
once we are there, probably the audience will feel for it. So we had taken enough precautions when we were shooting it. But yes, lots of times it was very dangerous, not only for us, but even for the actors, it was very dangerous. But our producer was really kind enough to have an ambulance on set and doctor on the set all the time we were
Okay.
shooting. So that part of it was also taken care of.
Okay. Now, when you finally watch the film on big screen,
Yeah.
how satisfied are you? Like,
Um,
do you see your output there, or is it like
uh,
minimized?
I really was humbled, and like I was like, thank God I am part of this film. That was the feeling actually. I was like, thank God I am part of this film. And because like when I saw it, it was difficult for me to believe that okay, like I am the cameraman of this film.
Right.
But I was like, okay, thank God I am part of this film. Now probably this will help me in doing the bettering second part of it. And like first time when I was watching it in the theater, I was only looking at okay, like okay, this could have been better. Okay, we did not have time to do this and all these things. So say when I saw it for the second time only, I enjoyed the movie
Okay.
more. When I was looking at the first time, I was like more about okay, okay, I was thinking whether these people will like it. Okay, they're liking it. Okay, now okay, this brightness is fine. This emotion is looking right. So it was more of what I say, whatever my mistakes or like whatever. We felt like whether people will like it, not like it. So it was more of that kind of a thing in the first screen.
Right. You use Arri Alexa,
Yeah.
you know, XT cameras for this, and also Black Magic camera, and I don't know,
Some small,
a lot of
yeah,
stuff.
we used.
So, what was the reason behind choosing these
See, like
cameras?
when I was shooting this film, we started this film in 2013.
Hmm.
So to that time, like digital cameras were like still films were shot in negative as well as digital. So I had to make a choice. So like, but this film being filled with so much of visual effects and other things, so I knew that we are going to shoot this film in so many dramatic weather conditions,
Yeah.
challenging weather conditions rather than dramatic, challenging weather conditions. So I needed a camera which could help me in so many different conditions, and I did lots of tests, and like finally I found that XT was a good camera to work on, and it is very good when you're doing green screen work.
Okay.
The keying and other aspects, it really what I can say, holds the image very well. And I was really blown out. I was satisfied when I saw my film on IMAX screen.
Okay.
Like that is probably the world's second largest screen or something like that. When I saw the image on screen, I was really blown out because I never thought that the image would hold so well without grains, and it was so crystal clear on that big screen.
Right.
So then I felt okay, I made a right choice of choosing this camera and lenses or anything like that. But producer and director gave me enough freedom to choose whatever I wanted to.
Now you worked on quite a few films which are loaded with VFX. Now, did you learn dealing with them on the job, or did you have a fair idea while you were doing your cinematography course?
See, like being passed out from a film institute where like film education has happened, so it really helped me understanding. See, finally, it's all about storytelling and understanding things. So technically, I was equipped with the knowledge which I had from film institute, and I had lots of options where I was right from. See, when I started my career in IT, after the CG were very less, and then CG started growing. So when I film Sai started, so there's some parts of CG element in it. So CG was started to growing. Then I was fortunate enough to be at that time when like CG was starting. So from that time, I was involved with people like what I can say, like Sanat Firefly, or like from VFX EFX Prasads, or like Kamal Kannan, or like now Srinivas Mohan and Pete, and also I have been interacting with lots of this people who are like fully into CG and all.
Right.
So that helped me understand CG in a better way.
Okay.
And being involved with so many films which are CG, now I am like probably I've gained enough knowledge, and there is still more to learn. But I am now at least the minimum knowledge which is required for a cinematographer to understand what goes on in CG is, I think I have acquired over a period of time. And sometimes I read lots of things on the net.
Okay.
There are lots of scope for us to understand and think like what others have done, like how they have dealt with on situations. So now internet is a big platform where you can learn so many things in spite of not being present at that place.
Okay.
So that has helped me in understanding so many things.
Right. Now we are clearly in the digital era.
Yeah.
Now This is probably your first film where you're completely gone digital, right? Bahubali.
Yeah,
Yeah, right.
completely understood.
So, going by how enthusiastic you are about this medium, do you ever go back to shooting in
Probably
film?
only because of nostalgic reasons I will try to
Okay.
go back, but technical reasons no. Technical reasons I personally feel like digital has become far superior than negative in many ways. Okay, they have their advantages of look and feel and everything, but I would definitely prefer shooting digital.
Right.
So that is actually like what I like more about digital apart from the technicalities and other things is like the control of a cinematographer over the image. Like in negative, what happens is like I shoot an image, I need to store it in a proper container or like whatever certain temperature, then transport it to the lab, then which is out of my control.
Yeah.
I don't know how the guy is going to transport or how the guy is going to develop in the lab, and then again like after that you need to print it back and like so many parameters where which is beyond a cinematographer's control as there.
Right.
But in digital, it's like what I shoot is what I get on the my
Right.
grading table.
Right.
So I have more control over the image which I have shot. So I prefer this rather than like giving the control of my image to someone else.
Right. Now, because of this digital filmmaking, right, almost everybody thinks that they can shoot
Yeah,
a film because of take just a Canon 5D camera.
Yeah,
And all.
any
So,
camera. You can
any
shoot with the
camera.
iPhone or a Samsung or
Right.
anything like that.
So, what do you think about that trend? Like, is it healthy
Uh,
enough?
like
Does it say
it
anything
is
about
healthy in one way and also like not healthy in other ways. Healthy because like so much of it's a transition period where so many people are having access to
Yeah.
filmmaking.
Right.
Like for example, like 10 years back or like 15 years back, when I wanted to make a short film or something like that, I to get a camera, to get a negative, and so many things. It was very difficult. So many people who had great ideas or great way of coming into it were stopping themselves because of because of economic reasons.
Right.
But now with so many digital coming in, every other guy who wanted to make films as an idea of making films is making films. So it's an evolution which is happening. At the
Right.
same time, what people are not understanding is it is not about the technicality, it's about the art of making films, it's
Right.
about understanding of usage of camera. It is not about the camera, it is about the person behind the camera. So what he thinks about storytelling, how about shot making and so many things which is beyond the camera.
Okay.
So people, that is a sad part, that they are not giving enough time to understand the art of making films.
Right.
Trying to understand the craft. So you need to give time to for you need to mature yourself in understanding the craft. So that is what is not happening, or it's actually a very transition period which is happening because so many new people are coming in with new ideas.
Right.
So these are the two ways of looking at it.
Right. You graduated from FTI,
Yeah.
and I heard that you were actually preparing for civils, but then
Yeah,
this thing happened. So, looking back, are you really
I'm
happy?
very happy. I'm very, very happy. Probably like
How do your parents react to that?
see, since I'm successful, probably they'll be
Okay.
happy about it. Probably if I was not successful, they would have felt that it would have been nice had you done that and also. But finally, like God's grace, everything is falling into place. So I'm happy about it, and I have no regrets at all because I find filmmaking as a very dramatic field. Like it is not boring at all. Like you are one day you are shooting in a five-star hotel, the second day you are shooting in a foreign locations, third day you are shooting in a graveyard. Like so, like and you meet so many different people. You're involved with so many different situations. So I don't think any other field you could be doing all this.
While growing up, what did you want to be, in future?
While growing up, my father was in the army. I stayed in a place called Bularam,
Right.
which is a cantonment area. So while growing up, and it's actually that area is filled with lots of sportsmen.
Mhm.
So I actually wanted to be a cricketer
Okay.
by. So I went to coaching and all those kind of things and net practice and all those kind of things. But sadly, I couldn't become a cricketer. So that was my major thing. I always wanted to be someone like Kapil Dev or something like that. He was my idol when I was a kid. Then like okay, like after things, so I wanted to join defense. Because lots of my relatives and friends and all are in defense. So I wanted to join either the army or the navy or any of the armed forces. Then I wanted to also get into civil. So there's so many things. I was not very fixed upon anything like, but never ever thought about joining films
Yeah.
because art side was never there in my family. It was
Right.
all about defense and administration and all those kind of things. So it was. I find it as a what I can say call of destiny or something like that. Like I started believing destiny once I got into film institute because when I went into film institute, it was like I felt very comfortable there.
Okay.
Like okay, this is
You
what
felt
I
like
wanted
home.
to be.
Yeah.
I felt
Okay.
like home. So once I'm when I keep doing my work, I feel so nice about it. It's like
Right.
so. I thank God for
No,
things
but
which are
why
happening.
film institute? Like that was a dramatic change from what you
No, see,
wanted to
like
be. So,
as I've been always telling in the interview, I was just preparing for my combined defense services or like civil services. I was preparing for that. So in the process of that, I wanted to keep myself into that exam mode.
okay.
So in the process of writing, I wrote the exam.
Oh, okay, okay. It's just
I
a
wrote,
casual thing.
it's a casual thing
Okay.
actually.
Right,
Like
right.
before that, I was like immediately after graduation, I worked in marketing. I was teaching in school. So many odd jobs I did. So door-to-door marketing also I did.
Really?
So yeah, that was I. After 1 month, I realized that I was not fit for this marketing because I couldn't market. I was very bad at
Okay.
marketing things. So then, like I started teaching in school. I was teaching maths and science.
Okay.
So there's so many odd jobs before I joined the film institute.
Right.
So once I joined the film institute, as I told you, it was a very casual thing. Like one of my friend Ram Mohan, he bought the application. He wanted to write, so he thought, okay, he was still undergraduate, so minimum qualification of graduation. So I was okay. Let me fill. So there were like direction, motion picture photography, audiography, and sound and editing.
Right.
So I thought, okay, like motion picture photography sounds good, so let it tick it. So it just happened like that. I ticked it, and then like after the so I just casually wrote it. Then I got a letter telling the telegram. I got a telegram that okay, like I am selected on merit, and there's a call for group discussion and interviews. I was like, oh, it sounds good. So let us experience that also, GD and all. Like so, then I went there. When I went there, then I was like, it was like amazing place
Right.
to be among. To so then when I went there, I suddenly saw this film by Kurosawa called Red Beard. That was the first introduction towards parallel cinema
Okay.
or good cinema or whatever you call it.
Right. Right.
When I saw that, oh, till then it was all about Mani Ratnam sir movie or like what I can Subhash Ghai film and all those Raghavendra Rao and all those kind of things. So when I got there, I was like, oh, so if I don't get getting this year, I'll try to write in the next year also.
Right.
But God's grace, I got in the first attempt itself.
Right. Your parents must have been quite shocked that you chose this career
Yeah,
path.
obviously they were shocked because but my father has been very supportive. He told like, okay, for me, it is your choice. You want to get into film institute, you get into film institute. My thing is that I need to educate my son till he is a postgraduate.
Okay.
So I'll think
Right.
it as a post-graduation thing and I'll tell. Tomorrow you should not come and tell me that why did you not stop me and all.
Yeah.
It's your choice, your career.
Right.
So I'm very grateful to my father. That way he did not stop me from
Right.
doing things.
There are a lot of film institutes which have come up which offer cinematography courses now. So, for students who want to take up such course, any advice for them, like as to what they have to look at before choosing a particular institute or something?
See, first you have to love what you are doing. That is,
Right.
everything is secondary. Like you need to love your job to a great extent. Because if you love your job, even if the institute doesn't teach you, you will try to find sources or persons, and try to find and learn things. First, before choosing your career, you need to like and love your career to a great extent. Then, like obviously, there are reputed institutes which you need to look up to. So, like probably a film institute in Pune, a film institute in Calcutta, or, and you have in Chennai Film Institute. These are the most prominent things. Then there are so many other places where you can still learn. And online is really a very
Okay.
helpful thing.
Right. One final question: what does it take to become a successful cinematographer in cinema? Is there a magic trick behind that?
There is no magic trick. You need to, what I can say, keep delivering great stuff.
Okay.
So you need to keep delivering. So then you get a next opportunity. Then when you next go, you deliver, you get another one. So in that process, probably one day you will strike it big. Right? So, like that.
Great, sir. Thank you so much for joining us. It was a pleasure talking to you.
Thanks.
So that was Mr. Senthil for a very elaborate discussion on cinematography and his work. We thank him once again.
Making a film which catches people's imagination.
Right.
So we just went beyond the physics or science or whatever you call it. But I really like the review that guy did. Like, यहाँ से Pythagoras theorem. Like that, it depicted a typical Hyderabadi lingo. Like he was like, यहाँ से प्रभास ना कूदे तो पक्का नीचे गिरता. That was the thing he used.
And don't forget to subscribe to iDream.
And for more videos,
please subscribe to iDream.
Please subscribe to iDream.
Please subscribe iDream.
And please subscribe to iDream.
For more videos, subscribe to iDream.
please like, share and subscribe to the channel.
Congratulations, iDream.
Subscribe to iDream.
Subscribe to iDream.
So subscribe to iDream Media.
iDream ki iDream team andar ki huge congratulations.
Please subscribe iDream Media.
Please subscribe to iDream.
Subscribe iDream.
Please subscribe to iDream.
iDream అంటే నా కళల ఛానల్ సబ్స్క్రైబ్ చేసుకున్న నోరు తిరుగుతలేదు మీరైతే గంట గుర్తు కొట్టండి.
For more such videos, please subscribe to iDream.
Subscribe to iDream.
Please subscribe to iDream.
Please subscribe iDream Media.
Please do subscribe to iDream.
Please subscribe to iDream Media.
For best entertainment and information, please subscribe iDream.